So she was like, why am I here alone? That will I like her to take me to the bathroom or something like that? I told her no, that I just want to be here. So before I knew what was going on, I saw this girl. She just jumped on top my seat, the top of my seat, because it was a desk, and she just jumped on top of it. And before I knew it, this girl opened her leg. She was stark naked. She wasn't wearing it. She was naked.
Hi everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on your time zone or your location. Welcome to 247 Life Story TV. This is a channel where people share their undiluted life story on a daily basis. Like today, we have our sister here who wants to share her life story with us. You are welcome, my sister. You are welcome.
Thank you.
You said you have a story to share with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
Your debut, please.
Good afternoon, viewers. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to share a life story, something that is bothering me, that I would like you guys to give me opinions, your ideas, your advice, to know how to go about it, because it's actually on my neck. I've been trying to go about it on my own. It's as if I've run out of ideas. So please, nobody knows it all. I just want to ask for an advice to know how to go about it. Okay. When I came to this city, I was staying with my auntie in a particular area. I don't want to mention the name, while she was married. But later, due to the way the husband was misbehaving, I had to leave as a young girl and hit the street to look for my daily bread and see how I can see myself through school. That was in my secondary school days. So I had to leave our place. I had another auntie that was like in the island, and I had to leave my auntie, go back down to mainland to one of my auntie's place that was also staying there, to stay with her and continue my secondary school like that. So while I was staying with her, I was seeing myself through school education anyway. So I had to admit myself into this government school that was a all girls school. So that was the one I could afford for myself then, because I was seeing myself through school. So while I was in that school, I wasn't that much someone that associates with people a lot. Maybe due to experience I've had, or maybe because then I didn't understand all this their language that they used to speak. So I used to just be on my own. So due to the disturbance that the student in the class used to disturb me, I had to go and make up a seat for myself, privately for myself. So I had this special seat I was sitting
In the class?
In the class. Okay. Myself, only me alone. Other students share seat, like you can see like 5, 6, 7 of them in one seat. But I had my own seat because I was being disturbed in the class by a whole lot of girls, which I didn't really understand the problem they were having with me then.
You isolate yourself.
I isolated myself from everybody, trying to like go through life on my own. So there were these particular 3 girls in our class. They see themselves like the most social girls, the most beautiful, the most everything. But we, the students, we see them as the most dumbed. So as time goes on, I find out that one of them among the 3 girls were coming very close to me. She keeps giving me this kind of body language I didn't understand, because I was quite naive. I didn't really know much about all these things. So she was just coming close to me. The way she greets me, the way she touched me, the way she just do things around me was very weird to me. Like I didn't understand what was going on. So she keep on giving me this kind of body language all the time. I didn't understand. I actually wanted to talk to someone about it, but I just had to just hold on until there was a particular day I had to get to school very early, because I had leftover note I needed to copy. So I had to get to school very early, very early. So when I got to the school, I went to my class, got to my table. I saw a biro written all over my chair. Like I had to start reading each and every one of them to see what was written there. I had to see that someone was telling me how he loves me, how he wants to touch
A
me.
girl.
At that point I didn't know if it was a girl, because I was surprised, like could it be the teacher from the school, because the teachers were mixed up, both men and women, but the school was all girls school. So at that point I was surprised. I was like, could this be a teacher from this school that did this, or what? I didn't understand.
Okay.
So I had to go through the node and saw that somebody was telling me that he loves me, he wants to touch me, he wants to do a lot of things to me. I'm a very beautiful girl. He has been admiring me since. In this whole class, I'm the most beautiful and I'm always very gentle. Whether I will use she or he, is drawn to my attitude, my character, the way I stay on my own. So I was trying to get over the whole thing. I couldn't get over it. I was just reasoning. So for it, I became scared. For it not to continue, I had to go and call our CRS teacher to order, like, okay, she should come and see what was going on. Yes, because she was a lady. I called her, and that lady, she was very strict. She was a God-fearing person, very strict. So I called her, that ma, I needed to see you. There's something that is going on that is troubling me. I can't handle it myself. So I called her. She came. She saw the whole thing. She was shocked. She was like, in this class, such thing is going on, and they never knew. And that was when she now mentioned that I think they are lesbian in this class. That was the first time I ever heard there was something called lesbianism that existed. I didn't know. So after, during her period of lectures, when it was time for her to come and teach us, she had to use that time to call all the students to order. She mentioned it to the student that someone is doing this and doing this, that this is what we found on this particular person's seat, and who is the person behind this whole thing. The person should come out. But you know, a thing like that, nobody will come out. So the whole student went through punishment. Everybody was flogged. So my teacher too was very surprised, like seeing this whole thing. So she had to call the whole student to order and ask who was behind this. Nobody could come out to say I'm the one and all that. You know, and I think like that, nobody will want to admit to it. It would be a thing of shame in the class, because I don't think even other students knew that something like that was existing. I don't know, Sha. I can't tell. Maybe there were a lot that were involved in it. So the teacher had to give everybody punishment, like flog everybody, give them extra punishment and all that. Even some of the students were very angry, as if that was not enough. So the whole thing stopped for like a week. So it kind of stopped, and the teacher asked me that, have I seen anything like that again? I told her no. So for like a week or so, the whole thing stopped. So there was a day I decided not to go out for break, because during a break period, people will go out for break to get their lunch, to eat their food and all that. So I decided not to go. I was just inside the class. Maybe I was like that because I wasn't understanding the language they used to speak, because most of them in girls' school, now most of them, they will just be using language to speak and all that. So most of the time I get irritated. So I wasn't someone that made friends. I didn't make friends. So I decided to stay in the class alone, to just go through my books and all that. Then out of these three girls, a particular one that was like their head, that one that always give me some kind of body language I didn't understand, had to come into the class and met me upstairs. And she was like, why are you not out for break? I told her that I didn't want to go, that I just felt like staying in the class to go through my books, and because then we're almost close to our exam period. So she was like, why am I here alone? That will I like her to take me to the bathroom or something like that? I told her no, that I just want to be here. So before I knew what was going on, I saw this girl. She just jumped on top my seat, the top of my seat, because it was a desk, and she just jumped on top of it. And before I knew it, this girl opened her leg. She was stark naked. She wasn't wearing she was naked. Like she was naked, both her breasts, the bra, she didn't wear anything under, she didn't wear pants, she didn't wear tight. She just sat and just opened her leg. I was shocked seeing this for the first time. Like, what is this? I don't understand. She was like, she tried touching my body, like, you have to understand, now you're a child. I told her, yes, I'm a child, that she shouldn't do this, that I don't know what she meant. She was like, how can I do this? That I have to understand what she wants, that she's the one that has been making advance at me that she likes me and all that. That I can't lie that I didn't know that she was the one that wrote that on my
Okay, she's the one that wrote that.
Yeah, she was the one that wrote it.
Okay.
But do you get? She was the one that I will not lie that I didn't know that she was the one that wrote it. I said, how will I know that you're the one that wrote it? You and I don't have any business, and we've never discussed this with each other. So how am I supposed to know? So she sat on my chair, opened her leg, and she was trying to touch me in some certain ways I didn't understand. I had to remove her hand away from my body, and she opened her leg. Before I knew it, she started licking her lips, and she put her fingers in her private part and was just doing some kind of stupid moves I didn't understand. So I told her to stop. She didn't stop. She said that she will continue until I will give in to what she wants, that she really, really likes me. That was when I got to know that, I've come into the wrong place. So when my teacher mentioned that it's like they are lesbian inside this class. So when she was doing that, and I had to recall that, my teacher was saying they are lesbian inside this class. So could it mean this is what they call lesbianism and all that? So that was how she was displaying and all that. I told her to stop. She didn't want to stop. She even had to get some cement out of her private part and rub it on my notes that I was copying. I almost threw up. I had to carry the book and I threw it away. I told her I will not use that book again. So she was like, what is wrong with me? I had to understand what she wants, that she really likes me. She will take care of me. I was like, I don't understand. You're also a student here. So I ran out of the class. That was how the whole thing went. So I think like I started having imagination, like I don't understand what is going on. I now became scared, because at that point, after she finished, she told me that if I tell anybody that I'm in trouble, that I can see that she's not only the one, that there are three, even in other classes, other department, they have their members like that in other department, that they will come after me. So I couldn't tell anybody. I had to keep it to myself. I became scared of going to school. Sometimes I will not go to school. Sometimes I will go to school. My teacher started complaining. It started affecting my result and all that. And that was almost towards exam periods, towards end of the term, like final year in secondary school. So I had to like keep to myself. I was just praying that I can't wait for this whole thing to be over. So that was how I managed. I kept it to myself. Even at home, the whole thing beginning to affect me. I wasn't talking to anybody like that. I kept to myself until we now wrote out of the school. I was happy that I was finally out of it. So I had to start going out and look for jobs. Now. So I got admitted into the university. Years later, I graduated and I started looking for a job. So there was a particular man that, while I was growing up, he knew me growing up. So he knew me growing up. So I told him that I'm now finally a graduate, that I needed a job and all that, and he was so happy. He was like, I shouldn't worry, because he was into politics. He was well influenced and all that. He was like, I shouldn't worry, that I've always been a girl that he admired, that I work for myself and all that, that we get a job, a very good job for me, but not in this city, in a different city, that everything will be okay for me. I told him I don't have money for accommodation and how to go about it. He said I shouldn't worry, that everything will be put in place for me, that I should always count on him. Seeing me, a little girl like this, right from time I've always struggled on my own, and up till now, that if this is the last thing he would do for me to make sure I'm okay, he's going to do it. So that was how I dropped my letters, my CVs and everything. Truly, this man got me a job in a different city, and he told me that there's someone he knows in that city that lives alone, that even he was the one that rented the apartment for the lady. So I will have full access to that place, that he will give me space. I was happy. So everything fall into place. I gave me the job, and the day came that I was to travel to that place. I went there. Lo and behold, he told me that if I go there, he gave me the lady's number. I called her. She told me that she wasn't around presently, but she would drop her key somewhere for me, that if I go there, I should just open the door and be okay, depending on when she will come back. I said okay. So I traveled, I went, I saw the apartment, everything was beautiful. I started the job. A week later, I was living there for like 3 weeks, until the day this lady came. Lo and behold, it was this same lady.
Who?
The same lady that was giving me trouble in my secondary school days. This lesbian lady that was giving me sleepless nights in my secondary school days. Like Like she's like a devil that was sent to torment my life. The day she came back, I felt like running out of the house.
Did she still recognize you?
She did. Immediately she saw me, she did. She was like, wow, at last, I still got you. Do you know how long I've been looking for you, that I can't get you out of my head? And I was like, what do you mean? This was how this lady came back. It was like a nightmare to me. I could not bear it. I was like, so I told her that, but sure, you know that all those time has gone. That right now, there's nothing that can happen between us again. Someone brought me here, I got the job, so she should just better mind herself and let me be. And she was like, how do I think that can happen? That who do I think I am? In her apartment, I would tell her what to do. That's, she will get what she wants, or else both the job, both the apartment, both everything, she's going to make sure she take it away from me. That's, have I forgotten that?
Is she the owner of the job?
Like the man that's connected me to the job is like the man is having an affair with her. They are well connected. They are very connected. So she told me that if it comes to this man, but it's like the man have told her about me that I'm like a younger sister to her. So she had to, so she told me that when it comes to this man, she can get anything she wants, that she can tell this man to take this job away from me within a twinkle of an eye. I begged her that please she shouldn't do that. She was like, I had to give in to what she wants. So she threatened me that in this whole city, as long as this city is concerned, because they were into politics, so they were highly influenced, they had so many connections, that as long as this city is concerned, even be it second third city, she will make sure she makes my life miserable if I don't give in to what she wants. That she has always been longing for this and she must have a taste of me, or else I will lose the job. I will not work here, I will not work anywhere. I kept on begging her that please she shouldn't do that, she should let me work. I have been looking for this job only, and this job was the kind of job that I prayed for. My life, like a dream come true kind of job. I begged that, she did not hear. That was how this lady started disturbing me, that presently now she have even threatened me that she will take away the job. She will make sure she throw me out of her house, and there's nowhere I will go to in this whole city that anybody will accommodate me. If I want to try it, let me try it and see that she's well influenced. So now I am just so, I don't know how to go about it anymore. I'm getting sleepless night. I don't know how to and the worst part now is that the man that gave me the job does not even listen to me again. I've been calling him to like explain the whole thing to him. He just keeps saying, the lady is saying I'm bad, I'm this, I'm that, so why will I go there and start disturbing someone that accommodated me into the house? That
she didn't have
she is she has influence over that man. So now I keep on calling the man to like explain my own part, to tell the man that please, this is what is going on, to see if the man will even hear my side of the story. The man does not even, presently now he has even stopped picking my calls. So now I don't know how to go about it. So I am traumatized. I don't know what to do. Like I need solution, I need help, because now presently I just started the job anyway. I have not completed 4 months for me to get my salary, to say I will go and get an apartment. I am just there.
And even if you get an apartment now, you and she is working in the same office now, in the same company.
I don't even know if she works there. She's just everywhere. Anywhere you go, you see her there. She's just everywhere. Like she's so connected that anywhere you go, she's there. I don't know if she's working or what exactly she's into both men and women. So she's so connected, I don't know. So I need help, because I'm beginning to get this headache that I can't control it anymore. I need this job, I need this place, everything here is just okay. Like the kind of life I wanted is what I got there, but this girl is making my life miserable. She has become a bone in my neck, she's a thorn in my flesh. I need help. Like I need help as soon as possible before something drastic will happen, because I just believe that if this girl try anything again with me, I can do anything that I don't know. Presently now I'm not in the house. I left like about 3 days. I'm just somewhere to like get myself together, to think on the way out. So right now I need you guys help. I need you guys opinion. I need you guys comment to let me know what to do, because Only God know what I can do now. If this girl doesn't get off my back, if I go back to that house, she try any nonsense.
Okay. It's well. Nothing will happen. They say problem shared is problem solved. Two heads is better than one. You people have had her. If you have anything to tell her, just put it down on the comment section. Please help her to just put something up there. Let's put her out of this trouble. Put your own opinion. Your own might be the best that will help her out. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you. See you next time.